Para todos, habla igual. Saludos al Daniel, que se fue. Saludos a todos los cabros. Vamos a iniciar un nuevo juego. Give me Deus Ex. Controls a scheme, standard breach, mankind divided. A ver el video al principio. Que nos cuenta la historia.
We're helping people improve their physical and mental abilities to an amazing degree. Providing, of course,
Voy a subirme el audio.
enough money.
Ahí está, perdón.
Not everyone was happy to see it. I just landed a job as head of security at Sarif Industries, a cutting-edge biotech firm. David Sarif himself handpicked me for the job. Said he needed me to keep his people safe. My ex, Megan Reed, was one of them. Brilliant neuroscientist, Megan had found a way to make augmentation safe and affordable for everyone. All she had to do was present her research to Congress. But the night before her big meeting, my security measures failed. A team of Black Op mercenaries stormed into Sarif headquarters, massacring everyone in sight. 3 of the monks were heavily augmented model tanks. Their mission? Take out Megan and her team. Tried to stop her, and their leader tossed me through a plate glass wall. Last thing I heard as his bullets slammed into my brain was Megan's dying scream. I should have died with her. High-end military-grade enhancements saved my life. The best augmentation Sarif's money could buy. Took me half a year to get a feel for her. Should have taken longer. With 6 months of my recovery, Sarif Industries was attacked again. This time by a radical group of pro-human purists. Violent, militant, and fanatically opposed to human augmentation. They claimed to be members of Humanity Front, a non-profit organization that wanted the UN to limit biotechnology research. The thugs broke into Sarif's factory and found machinists working overtime on a top-secret military augment called the Typhoon. Sarif sent me to retrieve it. And when I did, I found one of the so-called purists next to it, wired with cerebral implants, trying to download its classified specs. Obviously, something more was going on. The Og killed himself before I could question him. Sarif ordered me to dig deeper, so with the help of Frank Pritchard, Sarif's head of cybersecurity, I did. Turns out a second hacker had been controlling the Og's actions from somewhere off-site. Pritchard and I tracked his signal to a secret female internment camp in Detroit. Black Op mercenaries were there. It was 7 mercs who left me for dead 6 months before. Figured they'd try again when they saw me. It wasn't so easy for them this time. They took out the tank named Barrett. Even got him to give me a new lead. A penthouse apartment in China. Of course, we both knew it would be a trap in the end. Hengsha Island, China. Home to a city so crowded, they had to build a second city on top of it. Trying to find clues in Hengsha wouldn't be easy. Lucky for me, I wasn't alone. Farida Malik, Sarif Industries' ace pilot, had lived in Hengsha before. A good person to have on your side. She knew enough about the place to get me around. Malik dropped me in the lower city, close to the penthouse Barrett had told me about. Bell Tower Associates, a private security firm under contract to the Chinese government, had agents tossing the suite when I arrived. Just not for the reason I'd been expecting. Turns out the man who lived there was a criminal hacker named Van Bruggen. The same hacker who had been remotely controlling the Og in Sarif's factory. Van Bruggen's panicked decision to force the man to commit suicide had been a mistake. Now his mercenary partners were gunning for him, and I needed to find him before they did. Locating Van Bruggen meant playing nice with the triads, Hengsha's organized crime lords. They had the hacker
Bienvenidas.
Red Capsule Hotel. By the time I found him, Van Rugen had no qualms giving up the woman fighting. Zhao Yun, president of the Taiwan American Corporation. According to Van Rugen, Zhao wanted to monopolize the augmentation industry and had hired Black Op mercenaries to destabilize her competition. Seraph Industries was at the top of her list. To prove this, I needed to get inside TYM and grab a surveillance hologram off a server. I suspected Van Rugen was hiding something when he told me this, but nothing could have prepared me for what I saw. Megan wasn't dead. She and her 4 best researchers had been kidnapped, spirited away somewhere while their kidnappers made it look like they were dead. Desperate to learn more, I confronted Zhao in her penthouse. She claimed to be a pawn in a bigger plan, and hinted at a group so powerful it controlled global interests at a whim. Then she slipped into a panic room in Park, forcing me to make a very quick exit. I figured Zhao was lying. Part of her confession made sense. David Seraph had been worried about his people. So worried, he'd required all of them to have subdermal locator devices surgically implanted. The GPOs would have been broadcasting the day of the attack. If Zhao sent a single call to Picus, it moves like and turn their signals off. I needed to fly to Picus headquarters in Montreal if I wanted to learn more. Eliza Cassan, Picus Communications First Lady of News. Malik thought I was reaching when I told her Eliza was involved in this. The world's most famous news anchor, working with a mercenary hit squad. When I confronted Cassan in her office, she freely admitted to jamming Detroit satellites the night Megan's team had been taken. Since she's just been following her commands, I suspected she wanted to say more. But Black Op mercenaries showed up looking to shut us both down. And just like that, the Eliza I'd been talking to disappeared. The mercs were led by an augmented killer I crossed paths with twice before. Fedorova, a woman who'd made silence her best friend. She waited for me to track Eliza's transmission to a secret server room underneath the Picus complex, then jumped me from behind. A deadly fight ensued. I made sure she never moved silently again. Fedorova down, and no one left to keep Eliza quiet. She reappeared. Turns out Picus's First Lady of News wasn't a lady at all. She was a sophisticated AI program, engineered to monitor data streams and control what people believed. Eliza told me the mercs had brought in a Humanity Front doctor named Isaiah Sandoval to remove the scientist's implanted tracking devices while Detroit's satellites were down. She also told me to speak to David Seraph if I wanted to. By the time Malik and I got back to Detroit, tensions between normal and augmented citizens had reached a flashpoint. Riots were breaking out in several cities. The UN was being urged to intervene. Seraph was trying hard to convince Hugh Darrow, the inventor turned philanthropist who'd once been a leading proponent of enhancement technologies, to help stop a possible regulatory vote. Seraph had a lot riding on Darrow. Megan's discovery would have given millions of people the chance to evolve beyond their normal human abilities, and at the same time catapulted Seraph Industries to the top of the Fortune 500. According to Seraph, Megan's kidnappers knew this, and didn't want people evolving unless they controlled how it was done. He called his enemies Illuminati, and urged me to keep searching. Determined to do so, I tracked down Sandoval via America's most outspoken augmentation opponent, Bill Taggart, Sandoval's boss and founder of Humanity Front. Sandoval admitted to operating on Megan's team when I confronted him, but said he hadn't removed their GPOs. He'd merely switched them to a different frequency. Pritchard was able to trace one of the signals to China. Malik and I immediately took off in pursuit. Unfortunately, the Illuminati were one step ahead. Ambushed. Shot out of the sky by tracking signal I was following led straight to the Triads, or more specifically, to the augmented arm of Tong Si-hung, leader of a gang of augmentation harvesters. Tong said they'd taken the arm of a corpse, which Bell Tower had left at their door, meaning at least one of Seraph's scientists was dead. Maybe not the rest of them, though. Tong pointed me to a port used for human trafficking and helped me slip aboard a Bell Tower ship. We were sailing to Rifleman Bank Station, a military base in the South China Sea. Bell Tower was holding kidnapped civilians as prisoners there, and using them to perfect the Hyron Project, a human-computer interface that left most of its test subjects dead. My search for Megan would have ended then, if not for a mysterious ally named Quinn. In exchange for my help exposing Bell Tower, he slipped me aboard a second ship headed to Singapore, and an Illuminati-run biotech facility called Omega Ranch. 3 of Seraph's scientists were there, forced by their captors to create a technology capable of remotely shutting down augmented abilities. Thanks to an emergency recall notice issued by the World Health Organization, millions of people all over the world already had the biochip installed. With the help of the scientists, I tracked Megan to a private section of the ranch. There, I ran into Yaron Namir, the walking tank who put a bullet in my brain the first time we met. He'd teamed up with Zhao and was hoping to catch me off guard. But a little ambush didn't work. I found Megan in a suite belonging to Hugh Darrow, the billionaire philanthropist when Seraph had called on for help. Darrow had convinced her to go along with the biochip plan by promising to sabotage the tech. As she was explaining this, Darrow appeared in a global broadcast, telling the world that augmentations would be the death of mankind. Then he activated the biochips to prove his point. All over the world, augmented people flew into a killing frenzy. Darrow had betrayed everyone, and it was up to me to set things right. To do it, I had to reach Panchaea, a massive installation in the Arctic Ocean. As I raced through corridors built by an all-augmented workforce, I saw death and destruction firsthand. By the time I shut down Darrow's broadcast, I knew the damage he'd done. Still, humanity's future remained unclear. How would the world react to this sabotage? Would people ever regain their faith in augmentations again? What would be the Illuminati's next move? Only time will give us the answers. I once thought I could save the world. Now look at it.
In yet another augmented terror attack, 251 passengers aboard Sister Airlines Flight 451 were killed. When an augmented passenger broke into the plane's cockpit and ruthlessly butchered its flight crew.
Nos están contando todo lo que pasó en los sucesos del 1.
Details recovered from the black box recorder suggest that the man may have been suffering flashbacks to the AUG incident. That horrible day 2 years ago when augmented people all over the world flew into a psychotic killing spree, causing the greatest loss of life in recent history.
Sometimes, you just have to let go. And embrace what you've become.
Not gonna go all wonky on us now, Hansa, are you?
Well, if I do, McCready, I guarantee you'll never see it coming.
Agent Jensen! Am I gonna have a problem with you?
No, sir. No reason to assume you would.
Good. Because you are the only augmented operative on this team, and I intend to make good use of you.
Listen up, all of you.
We got a sandstorm barreling down our ass and we can't afford to make mistakes. We're going after this man, An arms dealer named Shepard. He's ex-Bell Tower, one of the Special Forces commanders who disappeared during the incident.
And he's come out of hiding. That cannot be good.
It's not. He's selling weapons and military-grade augments to terrorists. This is Iran Singh, the undercover agent who lured Shepard out of his hole. Best you see Interpol's got. For 3 years he's worked hard to get in tight with the Jinn, an Iraqi smuggling cartel that's infected the Eastern Hemisphere like a plague. Last week, our arms dealer sent a message to the Jinn, offering to sell them a shitload of black market merchandise dirt cheap. They told Singh to handle the buy.
They're not gonna like it when Interpol disrupts their party. Singh's cover really that good?
It is right now. We need to keep it that way. This is where the deal's going down. A half-finished high-rise hotel that's been abandoned ever since the incident. It's not a pretty picture inside.
Let me guess. Most of the laborers were augmented with heavy-duty industrial rigs. So when the incident hit, and they all went schizo, things got gruesome real fast.
And no one, except for some homeless junkies, have been inside the place ever since.
So what's the plan, Director?
Singh's meeting Shepard on the ground floor, inside the hotel's main atrium. He sent the bulk of his Jinn crew to the penthouse levels to secure a vantage point. I want McCready's team to take up positions overlooking the atrium and make the arrest. Jensen, you're going in solo from the roof.
My objectives?
Keep the Jinn from joining the party. As far as we can tell, only one route connects the atrium to the penthouse level, a halfway decent elevator shaft. Here. I want you to block access to it.
Fine. Just cut me loose.
Do you plan on relying solely on your augments for this one? I'd recommend taking a little hardware.
Hola, emoji
Just to be
waving
sure.
hand with medium light skin tone. Hola Ray. Buy and need a logent.
We've got a UC in there. Might be easier to maintain his cover if he's not the only one still breathing when this is done.
Smart thinking.
Yeah, but if anything does happen to him, you'll be telling his wife. After you get out of the hospital, of course.
What about range? There's lots of wide spaces and high ceilings in there, but a number of tight and constrained rooms too.
So it's a crapshoot, really.
Well, I'm not looking to play dice with anyone in there. Give me something with distance.
Your call. Less chance of being seen and compromising Singh that way. One last thing, Jensen. Singh said the Jinn are using some sort of portable Wi-Fi device to boost communications. He's got a better chance of maintaining cover if you disable it.
I'll keep an eye out for it. But aren't we on the clock here? You said there's a sandstorm moving in.
There is, and we got the intel on this mission at the very last minute. So we're scrambling a little. If it comes to it, your #1 priority is keeping the Jinn out of that atrium.
Copy that.
Muchas gracias por pasar sobre el stream. A mí me da paja ver la cinemática, pero quiero presentar el juego. Hace mucho tiempo no lo juego. Es un juego muy lindo, entretenido. Quiero que vean la cinemática y que entiendan por qué no, el 1 no sé si lo tengo. Quiero dar como un resumen y que se entienda qué estoy haciendo y por qué chucha me voy moviendo y matando. Elegí equipo no letal, voy a ir con un arma de alto alcance, con el rifle, y no deberían escucharme porque si no me equivoco tengo el traje ya aumentado con las habilidades, porque estoy en el pasado. Es el salto de Ícaro.
Team leader, this is Jensen. I'm on the roof.
Hice ruido.
Roger that.
Ah, por eso no puedo cambiar arma. Era obvio. Déjenme acordarme cómo jugar. Estamos looteando. Ya voy entrando en calor con el juego. Tenemos la visión en tercera persona de nuestro personaje cuando hacemos este tipo de actividades.
What's wrong? You should enjoy it, McCready. They have colors and shapes. Just remember, red means bad.
Vamos a bajarme el audio, que tengo el audífono un poco reventado. Ya, un poco más abajo, perdón. Ahí no está tan reventado. Perfecto. A ver, L1. Perfecto. Solo se puede pasar con cualquier. No, creo que estoy mintiendo que no se podía pasar. No, no se puede pasar todavía. Ya no hay que preocuparse, vamos no tan al rango como al principio. Acabo de darle a luz y ni siquiera se alertaron. Estoy jugando en la dificultad Give Me Deus Ex, en la tercera dificultad. Hace mucho tiempo no lo juego. Hay un detalle, pero me gusta porque se puede jugar stealth y tenía una interacción con el mundo bastante grande. Ya le voy a llegar, voy a fortificar este, voy a tirar este, voy a...
Trace program initiated.
Y captúralo, captúralo.
Access granted.
Vamos. Podría jugar el tutorial porque no me acuerdo, pero no lo voy a hacer. Tire gas, la caí. Oh, vale, verga. Bien. Ya me llevo todo, así es. Ok, ahí está. No, todavía no lo he bloqueado cañón. A ver si recién la tomé. Estaba jugando mucho Call of Duty, no estaba acostumbrado a otros juegos como Red Dead. Había perdido el hilo de jugar un juego así, stealth. Encima primera persona. Eso es lo que es entretenido de este juego para mí. De las personas que están viendo, a la persona que esté viendo, muchas gracias. Y si se quiere suscribir, muchas gracias también. Y si no quiere suscribirse del contenido, también, muchas gracias. Ya, él puede tomar por estos dos lados. ¿Qué vamos a hacer? Vamos a capturar, fortificar, capturar, fortificar, capturar, 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 fortificar. No, ya me puedo fortificar, ya pasé. Si quieren dejar un comentario en el chat, también bacán. A mí me gusta responder mierdita, hablar mierdita.
Copy that.
Ese era el tutorial de giro, también no lo vamos a soltar. Creo que esto pasa mierda. Había mucho terreno, tenía que haber un enemigo. Hubiese sido muy fome, sí. Esto me hace ruido. La idea es no matar. Y yo no sé mi habilidad. No estoy muy bueno para el juego. No me gusta cómo estoy jugando, no me gusta que me disparen. Necesito buscar otra vía sobre el lugar. Yeah. Yeah.
Working my way through the penthouses.
Hay mucha gente. Mucha. A romper la ventana estos perros culiados. ¿Por qué no lo marca ese saco wea? Oh, voy bien. Dale pico, man. Dale pico. No pegué todos los tiros con la pipa. Sí, vamos con el checkpoint. Vamos a subir un vaso de agua. Permiso. Estamos. Vamos. Tutorial de combate. Me lo tiro de nuevo. Morirse y te lo tiran porque va balístico. Me lo voy a saltar igual. Ya. nunca de dos. Ah, ya tengo uno de solo. ¿Qué estoy haciendo? Estoy esperando a que haya un tercero. Ahí está. No quiero fallar, quiero ir avanzando y haciéndolo lo más bonito posible. Ahora veamos aquí. Nos movemos. Como pueden ver, cuando camino se marca el blip de los enemigos y me pueden detectar. Ocupo las direccionales, aprieto hacia arriba y dejo de hacer ruido. Es muy bueno para meterse y hacer stealth. También armas cargadas. Ya, el whisky no es lo mismo, lo voy a andar. Voy a seguir con el rifle. No habían escuchado.
Working my way through the penthouses. Roger that.
Oh, qué fome, tengo una energía. Vamos a ver, vamos a ver. Genial. Vale la pena. Me pongo silencio, me quedo quieto. Son demasiados enemigos aquí los que se mueven. Tengo chatarra, no tengo nada para crear. 3801, hay un código también. Tengo los submachines. Voy a mi pestaña de inventario, me cambio el rifle.
شكلي بتخيل حاجات.
Estoy sospechando. No sirvió, no sirvió. Que esos son balas de escopeta, ¿no? Ah, revólver. Son unas postas, parece. No sé cómo no se dio cuenta que le dispararon a ese weón. A mi parecer creo que voy bien. No tengo enemigo a la vista. Pero después se va a poner muy complicado cuando lleguen los terroristas al final de la misión. Que esa parte la voy a hacer letal, yo creo. Tengo uno moviéndose allá. Balas de pistola. Me encanta la pistola. A seguir moviendo. Un saludo a toda la gente. Chucha madre. Un saludo a toda la gente, muchas gracias por ver el stream, me alegra compartir. Chucha madre, de nuevo otro más, pucha. No me interesa, no me interesa.
Patch is clean.
Ya, tengo que estar atento. Voy a hacerlo, no sé si hacerlo con la submachine, porque probablemente puedo pegarle algo bien del equipo. Y se castiga eso, se castiga bastante. Te tira para atrás al tiro, te hace repetir la misión. Entonces mi idea es avanzar esta parte bien y después en el modo libre ya tirarme a los cocos y hacer cosas diferentes. Hallar todo y sacar buenos ítems. Primero el silenciador para la pistola. Después a la submachine. Y ahí ya me voy a poder mover como quiera para todos lados y mejorar el traje nomás. Ya son 3. Sí, son 3. Me equivoqué de botón. Tengo que ver si ya no me queda gas. Los tiré mal porque hace tiempo no jugaba. ¿Qué me tengo para tirar? ¿Qué tengo? me llegó no era una solicitud, como niega de Bloodborne y un mensaje de Enrique. Saludos para Enrique, saludos a la gente que está viendo. Pucha, me da miedo tirarme nuestros hueones. Fuck it. ¿Cómo coche tu madre pasa eso? No, vamos. Qué safio. Ah, porque estoy viendo el Little. Conche tu madre, conche tu madre, concha de tu madre. ¿Dónde me tirará? Que no me tire tan atrás. Ya no fue tan atrás. Me alegra, están todos en suelo, no me queden quedar los tres. La cosa es que tenía muchas ganas de jugar algo en sigilo. Y Payday, a la mayoría de la gente con la que juega no le gustan consolas, porque de verdad es mucho mejor en el PC la jugabilidad y todo. Pasa lo mismo con Call of Duty, pero da lo mismo jugar con control. Call of Duty es diferente la experiencia de Payday, que es PvE y es disfrutar y hacerlo muy sigiloso. Por lo menos aquí se le puede aumentar la dificultad, y la dificultad nos hace más inteligente la inteligencia artificial, el IA de los FPS, pero lo que podemos hacer es que pegan más fuerte, ¿no? Eso es divertido. Debería morirme por fallar ese tiro. Tenía que matar ese. A dormir.
Batch is clean.
Me lo llevo. Sí, ya lo había pegado. Perdí un tiro, no. Necesito encontrar un stash con... ¿Cómo se llama? Con biocélulas, sí. Me quedan pocas balas. Ahora que voy a ser invisible, se me había olvidado eso. Ahí estaba puro cagándola de tonto. No debería disparar tanto. No debería. No fue escuchado ya. Eso es bueno. Pero me dejó demasiada energía.
Miller, I disabled the Jin's comms booster. Should make it harder for them to listen in on the deal. Roger that. Moving on to primary target.
Lo bueno fue que logré hacer el hackeo, que no es nada en realidad apretar cuadrado, pero nos va a servir mucho en el combate de esta misión. Vamos tranquilos, ¿no? Tenemos el equipo de 3 enemigos que me cago. No me quedan tiros del rifle. Los lanzo porque de repente las armas no le aparecen. Ahí está el arma con el... Y ahora te quiero lootearlo, no sé si lo looteé. Sí, ya lo looteé. Necesito balas para el rifle. Recargar las 15 balas al tiro. Quiero recordar cómo lo estaba haciendo para ver el arma. Ahí está con la rueda de nomás. Yeah. Probabilidad. Puta, el disparo de eso era estúpido. Y como en el rifle no tengo balas, no me voy a dejar ahí me pillan por tonto. Voy a revisar bien toda esta zona. bastantes balas ahí. Tengo que ser capaz de atacar bien, bien. Esa es la idea. Ya. Eso ahí, nada. Ya, para acá. El vidrio me caga cuando está roto, suena demasiado.
Still moving. Affirmative. Boosters fried.
Bien. Desactiva la cosita, no me trata mal mi compañero. Vamos bien de momento. Cuando te equivocas te tira una sartalada de puteadas. Solo porque estoy de la roca. Bueno. Puta, yo quiero un silenciador para esta mierda. Y se me olvidó cómo abrir la weá de sostenerla y mirar cuántos tiros le puedo poner y todo. El tiro a tiro es semiautomático. Los silenciadores, ahí está, es manteniendo ruta cuadrada. No tengo todavía un silenciador, parece. Hola a toda la gente, a la personita que está viendo. No sé si tengo actualizado en el YouTube.
Hola.
Vamos a hackear esta parte. Tiene un buen camino. Capturar, fortificar, capturar, fortificar, capturar, fortificar, capturar, captura.
Access granted.
Listo. Abro el mapa con el touchpad. No sé qué voy a hacer. Me morí varias veces por llegar a la cinemática. Y sin matar, eso no terminé.
Copy that. About fucking time. Enemy helo sighted. All right, strike force, position and hold.
Strike 1, in position.
Strike 2, all set. Strike 3, yeah.
Strike 4 in position and holding, boss. Eyes up, safety's off, guys.
Yeah, no shit.
Ahora queda la cagada porque no tengo balas de rifle y tengo solo mi SMG y pistola. Ninguna con silenciador.
Everybody stay sharp. Singh's got eyes on Shepard. Patching you in now. Target's in the AO. Remember, Singh's down there, so watch your fire.
You got balls, Singh? Executing a buy with a sandstorm on our ass.
I cannot take credit for Mother Nature, Mr.
You can call me Shepard.
How biblical. Are these the weapons?
The Ogs. They're getting harder to come by. Guns are still on the chopper. Show me the cash quick and we'll...
Oh, what the?
Ahí son nuestros amigos que nos vienen a hacer de mierda.
What? By who? What's going on down there?
Miller, this isn't the Jinn. Repeat, it's not the Jinn. They're after the weapons. Open fire! Open fire!
Weapons free! Open up on
Agreed. Making a grab for the chopper. You got a shot?
Negative. Negative. We're under heavy fire down here. We can't let that chopper take off, Jensen.
I got it.
¿Qué está pasando? Íbamos a hacer un trato. Teníamos un infiltrado. Íbamos a comprar armas. ¿Cuáles eran las armas? El augmented. Los aumentos corporales que ya los estaban ocupando los de guerra. Y llegaron estos terroristas y nos vinieron a sabotear. Nosotros somos una parte de una organización gubernamental como una policía, por decirlo. Ahora le volvemos a dar. No vamos a perder así y la weá es que siguen disparando, no se para el tiempo de ver a concha de madre. Para Wolfman, encima esta mierda.
Copy that.
Un batalla. Vali verga. Vali verga. Por eso, voy a hacerlo con la pistola. Para mí es más efectiva. Para mí. No alcanza a curar. ¿Qué está pasando? Me estoy manqueando. No estoy tirándome demasiado rápido. Necesito localizar a mi enemigo, marcarlo. O sea, voy a ponerme el rifle arriba, voy a hacer un scope, voy a revisar, lo voy a marcar y voy a tratar de neutralizarlos porque no sé si los voy a matar o voy a tener la oportunidad de poder bajar a varios. Sí. Ya voy a perder mucho tiempo marcando, está demasiado complicado esa vez. Ya, vamos.
Copy that.
Genial. Opa. Son demasiado. subfusil, pero no soy muy bueno con el subfusil. Aquí me mataron a Singh, mataron a Singh. Mataron a Singh por la de mierda. Y me culpan a mí, me están culpando, Fucking Jensen, fucking Jensen. Hola mierda, mi puti me produce con chito madre, me cagó la onda. Lo bueno es que pues tengo que salvar a Singh rápido, me voy a poner a salvar a Singh. Segundo. Ya, vamos a continuar. Necesito ver así. Ay, mierda.
Copy that.
Oh, venía mucho, me hicieron mierda. A ver. Porque tengo demasiado un escuadrón en dificultad alta. Pero vale la pena, no me complica en realidad, me divierte. Tal vez no es lo mejor para hacer stream, la gente se aburre, pero... puta. Esa es la idea de subir contenido libre. También acepto consejos, eso igual me divierte. Pero no me pueden dar muchos consejos porque no tengo nada que hacer, pues, ¿no? Tengo pura mierda para atacar. Voy a ir con esto. Que debería poder hacerlo con esto si tengo las balas. Yo estoy maqueando demasiado. Me cuesta disparar en este juego.
Copy that.
Necesito mantenerme todo el rato peleando. Amigo, voy así. Oh, no tengo ni siquiera cómo defenderlo, no veo, no tengo video, apago verga. Necesito cambiarte de modo. Recarga. Muerme consciente, no. Oh, loco ese tipo. Dice que tomarte la mano de todos los tiros que di. Oh, me tengo que curar mucho. Van cayendo. El helicóptero de mierda este. desactivado el
Miller,
helicóptero.
chopper's been grounded. Repeat.
Jensen!
No
You're
mataron
welcome.
así, hicimos todo bien. Genial.
Shit.
Artificial eyes to prosthetic limbs.
From molecular-sized computers.
Human-controlled
Ese
evolution
es nuevo.
available to all.
We will merge with machines, with
When
computers.
this is done, the Illuminati won't be able to control men and women like you.
No, stop.
And planned.
Scenes of horror on the streets of Detroit.
Madness has gripped mechanically augmented people.
Shanghai, Los Angeles, Ankara, Dubai.
People are dying out there. Millions of people.
The search for survivors in Pangaea has been downgraded to a recovery mission.
The Czech Republic leads a growing list of countries calling for the relocation of its augmented citizens. It's a new world, Evan. It's afraid of people like us.
Bust into safe and secure segregation.
You didn't think it would end with the AUG incident, did you?
We were victims. This is retribution for a tragedy we could not control.
They control the news. They buried the truth in misinformation. Possible detonations. Looks like car bombs.
Another terrorist attack, this time in a police station.
The United Nations Security Council has passed
The new anti-terrorist intelligence and response team will have Task Force 29.
Agent Jensen.
I won't let it happen again.
Salto Cinematicas.
What have the events in Dubai cost us?
They knew the risks.
How many assets did we lose?
All of them. This sandstorm didn't help.
The mission was a success.
Clearly, your scale of success is a generous one. However, the erratic nature of the attack could work to our advantage. Interpol will be confused for weeks, and with our continued guidance, the people will come round eventually. We are all in this for the long game, after all.
That's never changed.
You think so? Do I need to remind you all how far we have veered off course? The AUG incident has caused a schism in society. Things are worse than we projected, and growing more unstable every day. This will not be tolerated. To ensure the success of our vision, the disruptive elements must be excised.
No one here disagrees with you. But let me fly to New York and I will personally evaluate the situation. We may already have the votes we need to ensure that the Human Restoration Act passes.
Very well. Stanton, you accompany him. You may need to exert financial as well as political pressure to silence anyone opposed. Proceed. Elizabeth, I'll contact you later.
It won't succeed, Lucius, even with Dowd's money. You know what Rand will find in New York? Weak, ineffectual men. And with Nathaniel Brown still an unknown factor.
Of course. That is why we're proceeding with our alternate strategy. You have claimed much in the past, Huge. This is your chance to deliver.
Everything is in place. We can initiate whenever you wish.
How secure your communications, Bob? Jaina seems to have eyes everywhere these days. He and his Juggernaut Collective.
Janus won't be an issue. I've made arrangements. Dubai laid the foundations. Now it is time to get everyone's attention. Paige, activate the sleep cell.
Konečná stanice Růžičkovo nádraží. Příjezd za 5 minut.
Miller, it's Jensen. Just getting off the train now.
Copy that. We'll debrief when you get in. You coming straight to the office?
Unless there's a problem at a checkpoint.
Your papers should be in order. Just keep your head down. Miller out.
On off.
Cámara de la ciudad, yeah. Yeah.
So sorry. Damn it.
Oh, poor. Damn clank. Why don't you watch where you're going?
Here, let me help you with that, ma'am.
Ma'am? Seriously?
I could have gone with Sweetie. You get my message about Dubai?
Yeah. I'm glad you're all right, Adam. That ambush sounded pretty bad, man.
Not something I was expecting, that's for sure. Any idea who hit us?
Well, I'm sure your task force will come up with something. And that it won't be what the Juggernaut Collective digs up. Kinda odd, though, don't you think? Interpol sending your team, the Prague team, to Dubai in the first place?
Miller said they were scrambling. Last minute intel. We were the only strike team available.
Yeah, well, that's a lie. Better get moving. Collective has been keeping tabs on all task force divisions ever since we slipped you into one of them. They've got a team in Oman. A hell of a lot faster than you guys.
So why send us?
Don't know. The task force is an Illuminati front, we all suspect. Doesn't make much sense to send it into an ambush.
Unless they wanted our team to see something. Officially.
Hago, připravte si papíry. Připravte si papíry na inspekci.
Make a scene, Adam.
Wouldn't dream of it, Alex.
Nezastavuj se!
I swear it's gotten even worse here in the past few days. Everyone looking over their shoulder. Terrified Augs like us are going to attack them again.
Somebody probably will. Treat people like animals long enough, they'll start acting like animals.
You say that like there's nothing we can do to stop it.
I already tried 2 years ago. It didn't work out so well.
So what? Are you saying we should just give up? Let hatred and prejudice take over? To hell with that!
I'm saying I can only go after enemies I see, Alex. The men who caused all this, the true power brokers, they're the ones I need to stop. I thought you knew that.
I do. You, me, the Juggernaut Collective, we're all trying to stop them. It doesn't mean turning a blind eye to...
Then help me find them.
Just watch yourself, Glenn.
I hate this city. Come on. If you're right about Dubai, about the Illuminati needing your team as witnesses, then we need to find out why. gave you the order to mobilize?
Miller did. But it probably came from someone higher up the chain.
Doesn't mean he's not in on it. Ever heard of the NSN?
The neural subnet, sure. In TF-29, directors use it to plan ops and communicate privately in cyberspace. What's this?
Whisper chip. Custom-made wiretap device. Janus designed it to fit inside the NSN's motherboard.
Ah, the elusive Janus. Leader of the hacktivists. Am I ever gonna meet this guy?
Someday, maybe. Right now you need to concentrate on Miller and find a way to access the NSN's motherboard.
Alex, you okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's get out of here. Do you hear that? I'm gonna check it out.
Okay, be careful. We'll talk.
Stand back, let me help.
Qué terrible.
Hold on. Shit.
Estoy funcionando horrible.
Alex, it's Adam.
Dañaron todo.
A little sore, but I'll be alright. Are you okay? Listen, Alex, my systems are acting up a little, so I've got to get checked out. If you want to meet or... Alright, I will. Talk to you soon.
Estamos en la ciudad, qué genial. Ahora vamos. Nos cambiamos los outfits. No sé, parece que cambiarme outfit, tiro safe. Para que se guarde todo, ¿no? A andar como del 1, se ve genial ese traje. Alejandra Alex Vega es una compañera de emergencia en el primer contacto del colectivo Juggernaut, nativa de Panamá. Ella solía volar VTOLs para una corporación militar privada. Se llamaba Bell Towers Associates, asociado. Y en el 2027, ¿qué pasó? Parece que mató a un compañero de pico. Voy a continuar. Ya, ahora vamos. ¿Qué puedo scrapear? Agarrar. Pick up. Eso. A ver qué pasa ahí. No tengo balas. Si tengo balas de esto, hay una pistola. Tanto mi sistema desactivado. Así todo eso. Y enfriamos. Eso sirve para destruir muy bien a los drones. Pero como no quiero pelear con la policía, no va a ser necesario. A lo mejor. ¿Qué es esto? Genial, nos dieron información de una persona confiable y nos dejaron un stash que nos dejaron. Ya. Perfecto. Me dejaron sus pistas de la base. Me dejaron mi libro. Jensen. Is there no point? No hay punto de convencerte de lo que estás planeando. Ya figuré cómo puedo ayudarte sin que te mueras tan rápido. Porque siempre viene a mí pedir ayuda. No lo leí completo, no me interesaba mucho. Quiero sacar todas mis cositas, quedar más bien equipado. No abría las ventanas acá. Recuerdo que lo podía hacer con mi Triangle Code. Eso. Ya, eso es como. Qué fome. Eso es chip. Easy welcome package. Me interesan los que tienen números en realidad, los que tienen, ¿cómo decirlo? Contraseñas, cosas así. Esta es mi casa, me parece bien. O no sé qué mierda, pero bien. Me gustó mucho la ciudad, me gustó mucho. Genial. No lo puedo cerrar, qué fome. Medicamento.
Open blinds.
¿Por qué estoy haciendo esto? Porque quiero desbloquear rápido de nuevo mi habilidad. Abrimos las cortinas.
You have one new message.
From?
David Sarek.
Play it.
Adam, it's David. I know it's been a while after what happened in Prague yesterday. Look, son, whatever reason you had for not getting in touch with the last 2 years, life's too short. I'm leaving for London.
You saved his VidCall number?
Yes, Adam. Just activate your TV system.
cerveza. Ahí está. Consola.
Adam! Thanks for calling me back.
Seraph.
I heard about the bombing in Prague. It's all over the news. Did anyone you know get hurt?
You know me. Tend to keep to myself. I'm surprised you even know I'm here.
Interpol called me when you applied for the job. Were there extensive background checks? I gave you a glowing recommendation.
Thanks. What do you want?
What do I want? Jeez, Adam. I know I did some questionable things in the past, but a lot's happened in the last 2 years. To both of us.
Si quieren suscribirse, si quieren darle like al video, si les gustó, si le quieren dar dislike, si me pueden decir por qué no les gustó, me gustaría mucho.
Thank you.
Me gustaría
Easy,
mucho.
as I'm sure you know. I was at death's door by the time the rescue crews pulled me out of the wreckage, and while the doctors were stitching me back together, my company fell apart. Wasn't anything I could do to stop it, not from a hospital bed.
I heard Tai Young Medical bought everything up.
They're the only biotech corporation that could after the incident. Our patents, our tech, everything. Oh well, sometimes one dream has to die, so
A ver si juego dúos de Warzone. Quiero saber sobre Megan me interesa.
You heard anything from Megan?
After all we went through, I thought she'd stand by me. Still, you know, she always wanted to be at the cutting edge. She didn't see a future for herself in Detroit, so she went to VersaLife.
She moved to Hong Kong?
San Francisco. They've got an offshore research facility there named Rokaseca Beach. I'm sure you've seen it in the news.
California, huh? I wonder if she's told her mother.
You want my advice, son? Write her out of your life. Because I'm damn sure she's written us out of hers.
You talked to Pritchard lately?
Frank. Of all of us, I think he's the one who's changed the least.
He'd probably tell you there wasn't anything about him that needed changing.
I'm sure he would. But when the world transforms itself the way
Puedo
ours
jugar con
has,
los
people need to
mapachitos
adapt
también.
or get left behind. Frank's freelance now, but he's still in computer security, still in Detroit. I don't know if he'll ever leave.
Your message said you were going to London. Casual trip? Or is this tied to the new dream?
I'm meeting with the Santo Group, Nathaniel Brown and his investors.
Santo? They built the Udalek complex, the Og ghetto, here in Prague. Why are you meeting with them?
Brown's got big plans. He wants to focus on real solutions, ideas that look to the future. You've heard of the Safe Harbor Initiative?
I've heard of Rabia, the walled city he and his company are building in the desert for Augs.
Rabia's just a part of it. We're talking about self-sustaining, energy-efficient arcologies that can be replicated anywhere on Earth. Cities built by the augmented, for the augmented.
Where the dream of self-controlled human evolution lives on.
It may not seem like it right now, son, but one day, people will move on from the incident. And when that happens, we'll be ready for it. I'm glad we caught up, Adam. I've always tried to look out for you, you know. That bombing yesterday.
You didn't call to talk about the bombing. Just ask.
It's nothing, really. I just need a signature so I can finish filing the bankruptcy paperwork.
You need my signature?
Yeah, apparently there was some kind of bureaucratic mix-up caused by you being declared legally dead for a year. The apartment in Detroit was leased in your name, even though we paid for it.
Fine. Send me the paperwork.
Thanks, Adam. I appreciate it, really.
Goodbye, Seraph.
Saqué todo de la casa, revisé mi refrigerador, no lo puedo mover muy pesado o algo pico. Ahí está mi abrigo, que acá. Quiero este.
Miller, it's Jensen. Sorry about the downtime. I'll get to the office as soon as I can, but my Augs took a hit during the attack. I need to get them looked at.
De algo pico. Ahí está.
Dr. Kohler, I need to pay you a visit. Something wrong?
Ya, necesito salir de acá.
The front door isn't the most peaceful option. I got it.
Anomaly detected. Access granted.
A robar no. Ya tengo 3. Tengo 30 de los gabinetes. De los gabinetes. Crafting parts de los chotarros. No puedo ocupar el computador. Tiene que haber un ordenador activo. Buscamos, no me importa. No sé qué es eso, qué bacán. Ya eso sí lo sé, pero ahí está el ordenador que voy a ocupar. Voy a meterme al grupo de audio, perdón. Me dijeron que me uniera a Warzone, pero sí que no abren grupo. Se fue a la necesito. Ya, ahora vamos por acá. Oh, no puedo hackearlo porque es muy brígido. A ver cómo se llama, tengo un nombre de usuario, Joseph Seven. Tal vez vamos a buscar todo acá primero. Ahora parece que voy a poder reventar su computador. No, vale en verga. Me gustaría que me dijera la persona que está viendo, o las personas que están viendo, si quieren ver como juego de dúo. No soy el más pro, pero no soy el manco. Y no me gusta esa weá de manco, me encuentro super fome decirle eso a la gente. Y si lo digo, nunca se los digo, siempre estoy en chat de juego. No, en chat de juego de grupo.
Overcome the flaws of the flesh and the
Tengo que ir a la tienda de mi compadre ahora. Danilo. No puedo sacar un arma, llevar un arma ilegal. Estoy en una ciudad y soy una persona aumentada. Vamos a ver la guía del mapa. ¿Qué me está dando? No la digo, verga. Bueno, Danilo. Sí. No sé. No, es que sí tengo duda, pero estoy volado tranqui jugando el Deus Ex. Llevo harto rato ya dándole la weá. Y lo estoy jugando en la dificultad más difícil y como entretenido igual. Vamos a jugar Warzone. ¿Qué queréis jugar? Pero si... Yo tengo el Black Ops. Wow, sí.
You are some kind of badass?
Just someone with a job to do.
BlizzCon?
Go on through.
Qué rara, ¿de qué va a ser? Es que con Activision es mierda, no me gusta. Me gusta el WoW más tonto. El WoW más... Sí. Saqué mi arma por la mierda. Tengo que esconderla. ¡Ay! ¡No! ¡No! ¡Ataque a la gente, conche tu madre! Ya voy a morirme, sí, prefiero morir. Oh, conche tu madre, hice pura weá. Ya voy a hacer un save game. Voy a reaparecer y voy a cerrar el stream. Y probablemente lo hará más a la noche. Y voy a seguir avanzando porque ahora voy a jugar con los chicos y el Danilo. El super mega de Danilo. Calma.
Sorry about the downtime. I'll get to the office as soon as I can, but my AUGs took a hit during the attack.
Tengo que saber cómo guardar el arma. Activen el poder dentro de la casa. Juego concha de tu perra madre.
Your visit. Something wrong?
No, la guarda, no guarda. Creo que no tengo los controles habilitados. Ya, pero como lo había dicho, voy a hacer el stream. Muchas gracias por ver el video. Bueno, el stream en la vida si fuera una hora. Voy a abrir uno de Warzone o Minecraft, lo que sea.